Welcome. Today we are talking about how Bitcoin maximalists are hypocrites. Who would have ever thought that? Who would have ever thought? Nobody ever thought Bitcoin maximalists were hypocrites, because everything besides Bitcoin is a scam. That's definitely like not extremism or anything. Now that I said that, I need to bring that slide up. Everything but Bitcoin is a scam from Giacomo. And of course, this has been their mantra. Everything they told you about Bitcoin is a lie. All right, I can't find it right off the bat. So let's get into it. Shall we? Before we talk about the hypocrisy, donate to Eat BCH. They have 10 days left, and they are 66 Bitcoin Cash out of 117 on their flip starter. And so, 10 days left, almost there, just over halfway. And that is a lot of money, but this is for, I think it said 3 months? 6 months, yeah, this is 6 months. So 6 months of, helping people that need it. And I love this organization because I think it represents the true reason why peer-to-peer cash exists, right? It's the reason sending money across borders is what it's all about. And I don't know if you ever tried to send anything to Venezuela lately, especially money. Good luck. Good luck. Same with South Sudan. So, of course, these people do an awesome job in Venezuela and South Sudan, and they're almost there. I thought this was funny. So Roger just did an interview with some chick, and he said this, and then I was just going through like where did my video go? There it is. And he was doing an interview, and I was going through my Twitter feed of my account that follows all the accounts that have blocked my normal account, and I saw this, so it's kind of funny.
Even if Bitcoin BTC managed to become the store of value for the world, it's not going to go up 1,000 times from where it is today, whereas Bitcoin Cash can. So I think it's a much better investment play.
You heard it here first. Bitcoin Cash could go up 1,000 times. Meanwhile, it's at an all-time low with the Bitcoin to Bitcoin Cash ratio price-wise, but let's not talk about that. Moon only. Brock Pierce is running for president, and his chief strategist is Akon. So that's cool news, I guess. Akon is continuing to build a city in Africa called I forget what it's called, but I just know his cryptocurrency that it's going to be run off. It's called Akon City, so really original there. But his cryptocurrency is called Acoin. So, and then so we get to do the INX. So what is INX? Well, we'll talk about that, but I would just like to first take this opportunity. This is from 1 year ago in a day, so 366 days ago. When they first talked about INX, Samson Mao and Jameson Lopp and Whale Panda, who is Stefan or something like that. But anyways, you heard it here first. I'm going to get this to go. But Samson Mao, our magical crypto friend, is now a Ethereum guy, I guess, because if you check basically he invested in the INX token. Not that. The INX platform, and he threw $100K at it, and I should pull up the response that somebody had to this. But him and the Magical Crypto Friends put like 2 million total towards it, and it's an ICO basically, and they always talk shit about Ethereum, and now they're like literally investing into it. And so what do when you get caught? Well, you make fun of it, right? Oh, haha, I'm hilarious. I'm an ICO advisor, ERC20 token expert. And then you do shit like saying, this is literally like 15 minutes ago. Ethereum is a technological dead end. The more it's used, the faster it dies. Unfortunately, Tether is also on the Liquid network, which is more scalable, and later will allow Lightning networks to be created for assets like Tether. So I don't know, like this dude is. Okay, so slight corrections there. I said he invested $100,000. It was actually $1,000 because he got 100,000 tokens at a price of 1 cent, and he is an advisor for this now. Okay, and so he's under the advisor. Where did his advisorship go? Maybe he didn't have enough. But Jameson Lopp is also here, and he had 250,000 tokens, and that is worth, well, 2,500. And so, like, the hypocrisy is, okay, so INX is, they're doing a token offering, and this is Whale Panda. I think he was doing 250,000 as well. And so it's a token offering, and so it's an IPO. It's approved. It got approved by the SEC like 2 days ago or something like that, for an exchange that's not out yet. So basically, these people they're investing in an exchange token, but yet they always say that Ethereum sucks and it's the worst. But this token is based on Ethereum, and so we'll go into the reason why it's on Ethereum and not Liquid. I guess it would be Bitcoin's token platform, but the hypocrisy is real. And so, of course, like I said a year ago, what happens when you do something that's not in line with your regular moral compass? You make fun of it. So unbelievable. Adam just fired me for investing in the INX limited Ethereum token. And so one thing about Samson, I think the gym friend just like destroyed any semblance of, what's the word, self-respect that he's had. All of his tweets are now only people he follows or mentioned can reply. Like every single one. There's no exceptions to this anymore. And so that's probably because you get BTFO'd on your tweets. And even the people that follow him or that can respond to him are always like, yo, why are you like on ETH? And so this is Jameson's latest one a couple days ago. Not an equity offering, not your mama's ICO, a guaranteed share of cash flow. Token INX.co. And so it's an IPO, right? So you're supposed to buy the token and you get a share of the profits. And again, this was a completely approved by the SEC because that matters, as Jameson's identity, online identity, comes from being a cypherpunk, right? Like run your own node. If you don't compile your own source code or whatever, you're not a true cypherpunk. And then he goes and like invests in this thing that's government approved, and it's just hypocrisy because apparently they're not making enough on BTC. And so as we go through this, I already talked about 2019. And so, oh no, we're getting canceled. What are we gonna do? And so he said, you are buying 100,000 INX tokens for 1,000. Anybody else will have to pay 90,000 for those. So the IPO now for like the public, actually BTC is a scam. These clowns are full of shit. Yes, I will have to agree with both of them. And so the IPO is at 90 cents a token, and they all bought them for 1 cent a token 2.5 years ago, apparently. And so talk about dumping on your followers. Try to send $5 to someone BTC. Well, that's why INX is on ETH. Actually, just kidding. ETH gas fees are ridiculously high right now, too. And so just use Ripple. Just kidding. Don't use Ripple. And so, yeah, that's like the base hypocrisy of it. And so, look at the year. I posted that during the INX Investor. So, no, it's not safe to issue tokens on Ethereum, Samson said. August 20th. So this was, I think, a day before the INX. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, because this video was about the @Bitcoin Twitter account. And so that all happened at the same time. And we'll go back to it again. And so this is kind of funny. Being a big blocker must really suck these days. Prices dropping, no traction, no development, no more Twitter scam account, no hope. #Bcash. And that's when Omri unfollowed @Bitcoin because, well, it started tweeting, maxi bullshit. And so, is it safe enough to issue security tokens? No, it's not safe to issue tokens on Ethereum. And so, like, a couple days later, he comes out with the INX stuff, and he says, look at the year. I posted that during the INX investor canceling of 2019. I still stand by it. I tell Alan Silver to hurry up and migrate to Liquid all the time. So, Alan Silbert is one of the founders or advisors or something. If BTC fees high, BT is supposed to be expensive. Yeah, well, that restaurant's not popular. It's always full. I can never get in. It's not popular. Just use Nano. Just kidding. Ethereum also close to dead. Ethereum has the most activity of any crypto right now. It's got the DeFi shit going on. Whether you agree with the whole yield farming bullshit or not, Spiro's got the most usage, and honestly, it's probably because crypto's best use case right now is speculation. And so you can do all of these different speculation tools on Ethereum. Wow, amazing. And I was like, guys, it's just rails for the token and just the ability to move to a different protocol if we so choose. So it's like, it's built on Ethereum, and the justification is that the SEC has been familiar with ICOs already. And so the SEC is like, yeah, just do it on Ethereum. SLP Foundation is revoking Armani's access to SLP GitHub repo. He's a core developer, 33% code contributions. Yeah, I don't really know the story about that. I did see that. I don't know the story behind it. But he's free to submit PRs if he wants. Like, Ponzi's have always been the killer. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And so, like, the thing is that he's like agreeing Ethereum sucks right here, right? Like, it's just Rails, guys. It's just Rails. We're gonna move it eventually. Well, why'd you put it there in the first place? Like, no morals. Anyways, so now they're calling the Samurai wallet Scamrai wallet. This could probably be a whole nother topic. I would be interested in, maybe is the Samurai wallet guy, is that Nopara, right? I think that's Nopara. I don't know if he runs the account, but they're like talking, they're like just shitting on on all these maxis, right? It's like there's a group of maxis and magical crypto friends and crew that have like shilled INX and shilled Grin. It's like all these other things, right? And gone away from the true path of Bitcoin. And so Samurai says Monero is closer to our hearts today than whatever Bitcoin is turning today. Compliance bros, SEC, sat stackers, hodl monomaniacs, the custodial apologists, closed source cucks. Are we shifting to XMR? No, we're staying here to remind you what it's supposed to be about. So good for you. Samurai, I think, has always been like decent. They've never like been too crazy with that. And so yeah, so the INX tokens, right? The INX tokens we are offering through this prospectus are suitable only as long-term investments per person of adequate financial means and have no need for liquidity in this investment. There's currently no public market for the tokens. There's no plan to have the token trade on the securities exchange or any other exchange or trading platform. Thus, purchasers in the offering will have difficulty selling their INX tokens. So that's like literally in their white paper or whatever. And so it's on the blockchain, but you can't move it anywhere. So that's nice. So it's going to be an essential custodial wallet. So like, what's the fucking point of doing it? It's one of those things that the only reason it's on a blockchain is for advertising, right? And so, yeah, like I said, so there's a whitelist database. And so this is like a weird thing that Jameson is like, so said, is it on ETH? He says, yep, Bitcoin is too resistant to censorship. And I had to read this a couple times to like fully understand what the hell he was talking about. And so the company maintains a whitelist database to validate decentralized transfers. That's the dumbest fucking sentence right there. The company maintains a database to validate decentralized transfers of INX token. It's not decentralized if there's a database. The database is a database stored on the data section of the token smart contract. The whitelist database contains a record about individuals, entities that have satisfied the KYC compliance procedures. So of course it's SEC. You got to have compliance and do KYC. BCHN takes over. BCH is over for Bitcoin. If you think that's Bitcoin's over because of that, well, you never really believed in Bitcoin. Anyways, you're always in my chat, and you kind of fall on the other side of the political spectrum. But thanks for watching. I appreciate the interactions, right? Anyways, so the company will hold a private key which will enable the company to add wallet addresses. So it's decentralized, guys. And so the WAP says Bitcoin is too resistant to censorship. And so he's like making it seem like this is a good thing that there's a database. And it's, hey, it's got to keep me honest, right? Decentralized, brought to you by an Oracle. So that's cool. And so the funny thing about this all, so these guys invested for 1 cent a token, and the IPO is now 90 cents a token. Okay. And so it's like, yeah, okay, you're an early investor. That's fine. And whatever you're advising, that's fine. And so So when you buy something in a company, when you buy a share, when you buy a token, you expect like dividends, you expect a return at some point, right? And so the INX, they're entitled to receive a pro rata cash distribution equal to 40% of the cumulative adjusted operating cash flow. So 40% of the profits, right? And as of December 2018, that was a negative 3.8 million. So operating cash, you may not see a distribution even in the years in which we are profitable due to our historical losses. And so this is actually has gone up since then, 7.1 million now, as of June 30th, 2020. What's up, Tao? It's been a while. And so this company, this exchange, has to make $7.1 million to get into the black before the investors see any dividends of any sort. So that might be a while. It might be never. So you may never get dividends on this token. But hey, it's on the blockchain. But hey, there's a central database that can control the funds. But hey, Bitcoin maxis are shilling it. So that's weird. And so it's kind of funny to see this. I know it's like kind of hypocritical to say because Bitcoin Cash is in the middle of civil war and it's probably way more serious than this Twitter drama, but you know, we got to distract ourselves sometimes. We got to distract ourselves. And so is it me or the dot hodls almost as mindless and lacking in critical thought as the dot eths? And so I guess this is a new trend where you put a dot hodl on your name. And so like Hodl started it. So he's the trendy guy on Twitter. So sorry, do you think the scammy nature of these maxis will finally make these small blockers wake up and realize the truth behind Bitcoin? Honestly, I don't think I don't think that'll like wake them up to that specifically. What I think it will do is that the influencers, the people, they'll just kind of route around them, right? Because then you have the way people like Samurai Wallet that are actually like legit and kind of know what Bitcoin's about, even if you don't agree with like the whole fee thing. And you have just like posers like this, right? And so I think they'll just kind of fall into irrelevance. I don't think. I mean, you would hope some people be like, well, he called Bcash a scam, and now he's calling everything. Now he's just being an asshole to everybody. So maybe what he has said in the past isn't true. You know, they might like kind of put that together, but you gotta hope, I guess. You gotta hope, and you gotta hope some people wake up just all this bullshit, right? And so one thing. So, like, somebody asked, who are the audience of these people? Like, who are the audience of the Magical Crypto Friends, of the Jameson Lops? And honestly, I think it's just new folks. I mean, you have all these, like, other smaller influencers that follow them and make comments and whatever. But, like, I think the people that, like take your JC, for example. Mao was verified? Yeah, he's been verified for a long time. I think a Lop is verified, too. Dude, of course, Jack invests in Lightning Labs. Of course they're going to be verified. Where's my train of thought going? I forget. Oh, yeah, the new suckers, right? And so I think their audience is just new people. Because the JCs, right? The JCs of the world, I don't think he, like, is super religious to Samson Mao, like, right? Because he knows he can cut through the bullshit. And he would call this Ethereum stuff out. And so the market for these INX tokens would have to be the new people, the people that never interact, the people that are just like casually into Bitcoin. Like, oh, there's a new investment opportunity, INX. This guy I follow that recommends me to follow. He recommends this, and he's a big deal because he has 108,000 followers. So must be a real token, right? What's up, Goat Farmer? Thanks for being here. No problem. No problem. Yeah, I plan to stream much more regularly now. Twice a week, at least. I'm debating a third, but I don't know if there's enough content for a third time a week. So we'll stick around. I'm trying to get a little more video content out too. I want to do a video on Cash Fusion, but that shit's so confusing. Because I kind of did a Cash Shuffle one in my Electron Cash series, but it was kind of like lost in the numbers. It still got a decent amount of views because it got linked. But I want to do a nice, maybe have some like animation stuff in it for Cash Fusion because when it comes to Cash Shuffle, a regular coin join, it's pretty easy to like understand what's going on because you put in say 3 BCH, and then 1 BCH comes out shuffled and the other 2 aren't. With Cash Fusion, you have like 14 inputs. And like I had literally had a fusion the other day that had 12 inputs and 1 output. Like they were just all fused together. I was like, how the hell does this work, right? And like you'd think you'd be able to like mathematically figure it out, but if you don't know the number of inputs and outputs, it's mathematically nearly impossible, right? When do you think the majority of people realize the truth about our Bitcoin and Bitcoin in general? After they watch my documentary. I donated to my flip starter today. Flip starter's not out yet. That's a good question. I don't know. It seems like it's going to be longer and longer the more you hang out in this industry, right? It's like over time, people have got to realize that, hey, this Ponzi thing is stupid. This crypto thing is stupid, right? And then finally the people that like need it will continue to use it. And then people will figure out what actually works, right? People will figure out what works because people are actually using it for the purpose and not willing to spend $200 on gas fees because they're making $2,000 yield farming, right? And so I think it's going to be time. It's just time. And hopefully it's not too long. Hopefully it happens. There's a possibility crypto would never work and we stay on fiat money or fiat digital currency, a USDT world, right? That is a possibility. Speaking of a federation, so last month's Liquid BTC member announced INX platform from listing and trading of regular securities plans to integrate Liquid services as a key part of security token trading services. Long story short, INX, this exchange, is now part of the Liquid network. So that's so nice. They're part of the Federation of Trusted Members of Bitcoin on the second layer. So my guess, honest guess, is INX will go to Liquid eventually. This is my guess. That's my prediction. Write it down. Yeah, so Samurai Wallet's going absolute ham on these dudes. Yeah, I saw somebody say, what up, Tao? Fuck everything and do cool stuff. Thanks. Fuck everything and do cool stuff. It's a good motto. Appreciate that, Tao. Okay, so if you're 70-year-old, and so, okay, let me back up here. So Samurai Wallet, like I said, is like not on the scammy. I know BTC is kind of scammy itself, but Samurai Wallet has been pretty true and honest to the cypherpunk ideal, right? They do coin joins in their wallet, which are expensive because of BTC. It's called Whirlpool. And anyways, so this is about coin join, right? Bashko says everybody's favorite are Bitcoin mod. The problem with stacking sats is that it does not generate revenue for coin join coordinators. So this is how Simpleton thinks. The biggest problem is the celebration and normalization that leads to mass acceptance of the collection of biometric KYC and other individual identification data of Bitcoin used in mass. And then Bashko says, shut up, virgin. You line hypocrites like to talk tough on KYC. You've connected so much user data, it gives chain analysis a chub. Jesus Christ. Anyways, I thought this was funny. Peter McCormick said, what is an XPub? Jesus Christ, dude. How many experts in Bitcoin have you interviewed? You don't know what a fucking XPub is. Are you kidding me? Yo, go to Hollywood, bro. And so, why are you wasting time with these scammerize? So, Samurai is a scam now, apparently. And then better to block them. I just blocked them. Congratulations, dude. So ridiculous. What's an XPub? What's an XPub says the most popular Bitcoin interview of all time. That's what address is derived from Buddy. You have someone on your podcast to explain the basics of Bitcoin to you, maybe. That'd be nice. And so, that's really it for today of what I wanted to talk about. Again, it's been going on for a while, and these are the people that, like, if I start a new account, I might be able to have it on here, my alternate account. It gives me, like, hey, follow these people, right? Maybe not. Let's go to Discover. And these are the people that show up. These are the people that show up. These are the people that show up. Respect for Samurai. Yeah, no para. The Samurai wallet dev was in the Cash Shuffle Fusion Telegram a while ago, and was helping out because like it's cool shit, right? The thing with Coin Fusion on BTC is that the fees are even higher on Fusions because there's like so many different inputs and outputs. Our BTC lead is productive. Me. Me. I'm not sure about productive. Not sure about productive. But yeah, Cash Fusion, it would never be like Bitcoin Fusion. Like, let me pull my wallet real quick. So I did like a 4 to 8, 6 to 5, and it was 1,000 sats. And so I think that's a lot in BTC wise. And again, this is all 1 Satoshi per byte, right? And so with BTC, it would have to be even more than that. So let's do Satoshi to USD converter. Satoshi to USD converter. So say 1,000 Satoshi. So that's going to be 11 cents or 1 Satoshi per byte. I don't understand why small blockers prefer BTC or BTC Diamond. Network effect. It's just network effect. So yeah, that's 1 Satoshi per byte. And with fusions, well, with the unconfirmed, you want it to go through. There's so many participants, right? And so I see some other fusions in here, and yeah, it's like 1,000 to 1,500. And so say it's 10 Satoshi per byte, well, now you're paying $1. And so again, you can fuse over and over again with Bitcoin Cash. So, and guess what? Since Bitcoin Cash is worth way less, rest in peace. This would be worth a couple fractions of a cent on Bitcoin Cash. So, is Meshko one of the moderators involved in censorship arbit? Yes, he is. He is one of the worst offenders of horrible censorship on our Bitcoin, for lack of a better word. Yes, he is. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Okay, well, I'm going to wrap up my YouTube show here. I'm going to stay on Twitch. I've been on Twitch. And I think I'm going to script out my coin. Jesus Christ. I'm going to script out my Cash Fusion. Coin Cash Fusion. Geez, I've said it so much. I forgot what it's called. I'm going to keep scripting that out on Twitch. So feel free to hang out. I hope you enjoyed the show. It's been a while since I bashed the maxis. There's so much drama going on in Bitcoin Cash. You know, it's like BTC is so boring now. BTC is the game of everyone throwing money in a pile, and when number go up, we change the musical chairs. Yeah, and invest in IPOs. That's it for sure. So, stay safe and go to Twitch. Link in the description. See you over there.